You know, we're just doing the best we can. It's a MLM stream, Scentsy MLM stream, CFO, former CFO of Scentsy, and we're gonna be nosy as hell using the Wayback Machine because fuckery's afoot. And if you know my love of Legos, you know I cannot stop. I cannot stop with the Bricks and Minifigs. And the former CFO of Scentsy is the current CFO, and I think, and I'm going to double check, some level of ownership of Bricks and Minifigs. CFO, franchisee, co-owner, officer, director, Bricks and Minifigs, 2024. Reed Brimhall, Scentsy, multi-level marketing crossover of our lifetime. Also, I need to turn this off so I can freaking... Wild, right? Fucking wild. It's the crossover that I don't think... It's definitely the crossover that I didn't expect. And I know, like, we can't see anything because we cannot. What? Let me just put y'all up here. Yes, the current CFO is Orville's brother, but he was the CFO for a long time of Scentsy. So we're going to look at that. We're going to be nosy, and we're going to do a backtrack rabbit trail because Utah is the... I'm going to say this as respectfully as possible. From a business perspective, incestuous business situation. It's the crossover that nobody wanted, but like the squirrel trail that we all needed. Hello, hello. I've had a thought circulating in my head. Oh, I need to fix this. Look, let me fix this real quick. Edit text. The former CFO of Scentsy, Reed Brimhall, is the current CFO, franchisee, co-owner of Bricks and Minifigs. Twisty. Save. Turn back on. Oh, ignore stream elements. I've had a thought circulating in my head today. So Scentsy is putting stuff on Amazon. Will good Amazon sales push them to drop the MLM model? I think that's a good chance that it's some type of A/B testing on his lordship's part to see if, number one, it's going to boost his sales, and number two, it's a stopgap. It's a safety measure on, at the very least, it's a safety measure on Orville's part because he has another way to bring income in, but if the reps are not pulling their weight, he's going to add more and more products to Amazon, and then goodbye reps. in my opinion, but is it possible I can see it in my old yeah. So we're going to look at the Wayback Machine. Sorry. Oh. Sorry, I dropped my cup. We're going to look at the Wayback Machine, and the level of squirreling we're going to do is we're running every single name that's listed on Legally Mine, which is associated with Bricks and Minifigs, because Ammon and Matt McNeff are the sons of the CEO of Legally Mine, Dan. This is so twisty. Sorry. I know everyone's like, we're not even following this. TLDR, this dad and his son put a complete Star Wars Lego collection up for consignment at this Lego resale franchise called Bricks and Minifigs. We're trying to sell it so that the dad, the grandfather, could pay for his medical bills or give the money to his grandkids, something to that effect. That franchise location switched hands, and in that switch, the company, Ammon, who owned the Bricks and Minifigs like overlordship, basically said, we don't know who owns all these Star Wars things, these Star Wars sets, so even though you have all these receipts, dad and son, we're not giving them back to you, even though you own them. Even though you've shown that you own them, we don't know. And it's been this whole thing. A YouTuber exposed them, and they're in the process of this huge lawsuit. And it's been a whole thing. Now, we're not getting into it. We're just getting into it because of the Scentsy aspect. We're just sticking in the nosy multi-level marketing lane. So don't freak out if you're like, I don't want to be here. We're only here in the Scentsy aspect, okay? Scentsy Squirrel Trail. All right? Hold on for dear life. Scentsy. That's all. Also, Melaleuca is an MLM, just in case you forgot. I'm drinking a coffee. Oh yeah, send it to me. We watched the you're dangerous right there, my guy. Yeah, when they did that at conference, we're like, Orville's going to war with the reps. A little bit. Especially with the Amazon stuff. Orville's just crushing his company. Crushing the reps. I'm just trying to situate myself because it's a little... My sister moved out yesterday, and I'm just a little... Everything's different. Nothing bad happened. She just is moving to another state. So, everything's different. I'm just not... Everything's different. Everything's not the same. So. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, move my camera like that. And this is an early MLM stream. Oh, sorry. I'm so quiet right now. If I need to turn myself up, please let me know. Now, what we're gonna do on these twisty these twisty kind of like fuckeries of foot streams, my email will be open. So if y'all want to send things to me live, fresh, let me turn up the opacity for y'all because this isn't gonna work for me. Y'all can send stuff to me. Say hello to DC at gmail.com. Let me put Ammon McNeff in here. And we'll get going. I think we'll get going. Scentsy, Bricks and Minifigs is going to go right here. Ammon McNeff. You are going right there. Reed Brimhall, Matt McNeff, Ammon McNeff. Ugh. Oh, I didn't mean to make that sound. All right, let's go. Here's the Wayback Machine. No, I did not make a thumbnail. I ran out of time. I'm going to open up my email. Gmail. We can't link stuff in the chat because of bots, so y'all literally can email me as we go if y'all want to email me something. I have the Wayback Machine open. And I have the primary players of the Bricks and Minifigs that we're going to put in there. We have the names we need to run for our squirrel trail. We have business for home open. We have, I think we're ready to go. Now, if you're not here for a squirrel trail, this probably isn't the stream for you. I'm glad you're here though. Literally, this is the tedious, and I'm so excited about it. Save project. Don't save project. I'm just making sure we have enough RAM to live our best lives. Hide. Close all windows. Hide. See? So close. Refresh. Why? There we go. All right. Thank you. It's soft. It's a cozy. Okay. So, Breed is he's a majority owner. He owns 51% of Bricks and Minifigs, from what I understand. He's the former CFO of Scentsy, and he's the current CFO of, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. He's the retired CFO of Bricks and Minifigs, 621 to 622, and he was the CFO of Scentsy from 115 to 521. And I'm gonna try to make this board that we're gonna do. We're starting this baby board from scratch. And I'm gonna try to make my little stickers for y'all easy to follow. So this is the template I've made for these little stickers. They're always gonna have their first and last name, so we won't get lost. You know what I mean? Anyways. I need to put the Scentsy logo in here, but I haven't done that yet. So, we're going to go to... Sorry, I should close all these out. These are the dudes who own Bricks and Minifigs. And this may seem tedious at first, but I think as our board gets bigger, it's going to be better in the long run, so that, oops. Group. We don't lose like where things go. And I am going to try to, I know boxes help contain information. I'm not going to put like super blocky boxes, but I am going to try to contain the information a little bit for us, like that. Group. So, or like this. Sorry, like this, or like that. Oh yeah, my sister Anna is so good at like straight line, and I'm obviously like, how do we feel about a web? So I'm obviously still, we're going to make clusters, and then we're going to try to organize the clusters. So read is our starting point. Scentsy, read, and we're just having this over here to give us context of like read, CFO, Bricks and Minifigs, just to give y'all like why are we here type situation, not like y'all need to know about the $200,000 Lego situation, and they're not worth $200,000, but that's what they started out thinking that it was worth. But it was worth, you know, $100,000. Is Bricks and Minifigs still in business? Yes. So far. Is their reputation still standing? Who knows? I certainly don't. Yeah, he had a complete Lego Star Wars Lego collection, from the very first Star Wars Lego that came out to the most recent Star Wars Lego collection that came out, a complete collection that he was trying to sell for medical bills. If you want to know what happened, CoffeeZilla has like an hour and a half condensed situation. But nobody necessarily cares about MLM. This is why we're looking at this only from a Scentsy situation. The guys had, oh, okay, let me explain. The guys who originally had the issue with the consignment contract was, I should have had a picture. The dad and the son had the consignment with the original owners of that franchisee shop. So Bricks and Minifigs, I'll just show you. We need a, these guys right here, Matt and Ammon, they have consigned, they franchise their name out to little shops where those people do consignments, Lego consignments to people who come in, kind of like GameStop. And that shop that those two individuals, the dad and the son, let me look right here. And I don't know. So, primary, why is my, I'm trying to see why this is like this. Hold on, entire screen. Brave browser? No. Let's do freeform. I'll just read this so it's easier, so y'all have a picture. Primary players in the Lego scandal are Reckless Ben, who's a YouTuber. His name's Brian Manzel. And, oh no, Reckless Ben, Brian Manzel, ignore me for a second. I only was coming in here for a Scentsy situation. The dad and the son had their consignment situation set up with the original owners of their franchise, and their franchise was with Matt and Ammon McNeff, who are the owners of Bricks and Minifigs, and the 51% owner is Reed Brimhall, the former CFO of Scentsy, which is the twisty part, which is what we're focusing on today. The dad and the son still haven't received their Legos back. That's still being contested. That whole situation you can see on CoffeeZilla. That's still twisty. We're not going over any of that. We're just being nosy about Reed and seeing if there's any other MLM connections in any of the website stuff with Legally Mind, who these boys' dad owned. And Legally Mind changed their name like the day, I think, all of this stuff happened when Reckless Ben dropped his YouTube video. And Legally Mind had gotten in trouble for bad legal advice. Or operating, hold on, Wendy sent me this stuff. I'm getting nervous because I'm not answering questions well. I'll have to ask Wendy. But our guy, Reed, was the CFO of Scentsy, and he was also at the same time the CFO of Bricks and Minifigs. And it's super twisty because you can, so like, you probably can't see that. Hold on. No, you're good. I'll throw the picture up in a second. The Legos are still being contested about who, like, the Legos, some of the Legos are still, like, unaccounted for. And again, all of the twisty parts and the fact that these guys actually had essentially the manifest of what had been sold and what had been paid out. These guys, Matt and Ammon, at the end of the CoffeeZilla video, it was shown that they actually did have the Excel spreadsheet and they had denied that they knew anything about it or had any documents about who owned what or where everything was. CoffeeZilla showed them that they actually owned the file. It came from them, and Ammon was basically like, oh my god, I didn't even know I had that. So y'all can go watch that. But these guys, in my opinion, are super sus. They acted super sus. You can decide for yourself. But these are the owners who franchise out their name to people who want to buy in to Bricks and Minifigs. And Bricks and Minifigs is like GameStop, but for Legos. And Reed, our Scentsy guy, is a 51% majority owner of Bricks and Minifigs. So I guess we need to group that together, and I need to no. So, I'm sorry I'm not being very clear. I'm doing my best. So, that's how Reed, our Scentsy dude, is connected to this whole Lego situation so far. And we're just going to be nosy squirrels, Wayback Machine, and look into Reed. He was a chief financial officer for BAM Franchising, which is Bricks and Minifigs. He was the chief financial officer for them from 2016 to present. That's on his resume. It says part-time from 2016 to present, 9 years, 11 months, and we'll take a screenshot and add it to this. And then the chief executive officer for Bricks and Minifigs, quote unquote part-time, from 2015 to present, 10 years, 11 months, quote unquote part-time. Scentsy and the corporate officer, a retired chief financial officer, 2021 to 2022, 1 year, 1 month, and then the chief financial officer, 2015 to 2021, 6 years, 5 months. So there was an overlap between Bricks and Minifigs and Scentsy for both the chief financial officer positions, which that's twisty as fuck. And then there's other parts. So we're going to take a screenshot of that and add it to our board. And again, I know not everyone's interested in Lego, but we're just focusing on the Scentsy part. So I hope nobody freaks out, because again, we literally are just looking at, oh my god. We're just looking at the Scentsy part. We're just making our board. Hey Jessica. We're just looking at the MLM part. So, we're just having a cozy MLM stream, so I'm gonna go pull up some pages real quick. And then I'm going to... I'm sorry if I hadn't said hi to everybody yet. I'm just trying to... Hopefully today, though, I think there's more... Here's my hypothesis. I think there's more MLM ties to this Bricks and Minifig situation, and I think specifically me and Bam the lawyer cat were talking this morning, and we both think there's more MLM ties to Dan McNeff, the dad of Ammon and Matt. We think there's more MLM ties to that legal company than people think, and we think there's more MLM ties, we think, potentially to the Bricks and Minifigs. Well, one, because of the Scentsy stuff, so we're going to be nosy as hell. By we, I mean I. Enter at your own risk to that, so we're like going to offshoot in our web on the Pepe Sylvia board from a multi-level marketing deal. So if you want to hang out, grab a drink. My nose is stuffy from the allergy, so I have my little table. I'm just gonna scoot back and hope it works. I'm just taking a second because I'm a little stiff from the stream yesterday. My sister and I are working on getting her a microphone, but I'm pulling up. I need to get this scene set up. I think this is the scene that we're gonna get. Let's see. Can we do rip? What? Let's see. I want this. So let's hide this. How do I hide this? No. Do I have to view? Nope. I guess that is okay. All right. So let's go over here. Hello, hello. Wasn't Scentsy firing consultants for having conflicts of interest while their CFO was working at 2 different companies at the same time? That's a great point, but hypocrisy, thy name is Orville Thompson. We love it, we hate it. So this is the dad, Dan McNeff. He's the guy that called the police when his front window was broken, saying that it was Reckless Ben, and essentially making the accusation that it was alluding to the fact that it was, quote, attempted. Someone was making an attempt on his and his family's life. Come to find out that it was only the people who were like renovating his house, and it was just like a stray nail that had shot off, like when they were making cuts on something, and it was like hardware basically that had hit the window. But he was saying, oh, it's Reckless Ben, and he's actually estranged from his kids, his sons, and it was him reinserting himself into the limelight. It was just like pathetic, essentially. So, grody. Oh well. Okay. What I was thinking. Executive directors and marketing team. So I went to the very furthest snapshot I could, which I think, let's see, 0. There's 22 captures. I went to August 9th, 2022 first. And then I started going to every date forward. And so the first date I could see stuff was November 7th, 2024. I'm just going to go back just in case. Yeah, I can't see anything on April 12th. I mean, you can click links, but what I'm searching is Legally Mine, and it's LEGALLYMINE. It's not mind as in brain, it's mine as in MINE. So when I go to the next date, which is the next snapshot, that is when you start seeing the presence of the Meet the Team. And what I thought the best way to do this, November 7th, 2024, would be to start, and initially we thought that the speakers, we initially thought that John Melton was like, because there is actually a John Melton that works for Legally Mind, but it's not our John Melton, it is a different John Melton. But that was the initial thought that got us on the rabbit trail, on the squirrel trail, that there could be a DSA connection, a business for home connection, a multi-level marketing connection, and we already had found the Scentsy connection, which we didn't realize that our buddy, our buddy Reed, or I at least didn't, that he's a majority owner of Bricks and Minifigs. And I find that extremely interesting. I'm going to scoot back. And I hope not. I just find that super interesting. It's not our John Melton either. And here is our beloved Bam, the lawyer cat. Yeah, I just thought it was... Where do I want to put all this shit? Do I want to scoot back a lot? Kinda. I stole a piece of wood from my dad's garage. Don't tell XCal. And I stole my keyboard from my desk over there. This is my bath one, but I stole a piece for my computer. But don't, so this is a bad setup. It's not a bad setup, it just is what it is. So it just was interesting that got us thinking about twisty stuff, and the twisty stuff got twistier. even though it was like an end of it was a dead end, but the dead end had a secret tunnel. And so we need to go get his resume, because the resume is, I guess we need to like make all these the same thickness, because I thought that would work, but I don't think it does. 3, 2, yeah. All right. Yeah, I like this one because this one does go the width of my chair, but we'll see. And it doesn't put any pressure on my legs, but it's the first time I've used it back here, so we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. Welcome back. Okay, let's go. So, meet the team we need to put over here. I'm going to do insert, and I'm going to delete all these because we need to search, copy, paste. Lauren. Paste. Because I wonder, see, I'm wondering what Lauren does now, if she even still works there. Job title, see, name, job title. Okay, let's try this. Legal team. See, these are a little bit wonky, but obviously it can't be perfect because it's Wayback Machine. Nope. Copy. Garrett. So we may have to do these manually, but that's okay. But maybe entity creation team. And these people, we may have a better chance of finding an MLM connection to. Client coordination team. Again. So we may have to just go name by name on these ones. But that's why I said squirrel level meandering. And these guys, Gary Harker has YouTube videos. I watched one of them earlier. It wasn't that long. But these guys, it's a mix of lawyers. And we may get lucky and find an MLM connection. So whoops. there it is. All right. Let's go. So I guess like let's do a test of maybe work from the bottom. Let's work from the bottom up. Oh, Mike Hargrave and let's see. Okay. Mike Hargrave. Let's just meet the team. That's fine. Name. Job section. No, job. Title. Section. MLM. Connection. Let me make a, well, I know y'all can't see all the typing on this. I'm just going to leave my picture here for right now. Cut, paste. So we're gonna work from bottom right to top left. Mike Hargrave. And does he have a job title? No. We're in the speakers. Section, speakers, NA. So, let's go to YouTube. Mike. Oops, I need to change this. Mike Hargrave Network Marketing.
Hey everybody, this is Eric Worre. Welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. Here in Orlando, Florida again with my good buddy, Ray Higdon. Hey.
Oh, holy crap. It's an old video of Ray Higdon. Let's see. Mike Hargrave. Legally Mine. Revista Med. Market Minutes with Mike Hargrave. Let me turn on this. Okay. Video testimonial from Mike Hargrave 14 years ago. Okay, no. Okay, let me look at... We're going to try to go through this fast. Hold on. I'm going to... put all these names and run them through maybe ChatGPT. Monique Johnson. To see if it can run them through LinkedIn. Maybe not. Natalie Lewis. If it can't, we'll just keep going slow. And I'm fine doing that. Mike Welker. Okay, hold on. Well, we can all watch me go slow. X. Mike Webb. And this is from 2024. There may be changes. Paste. Leland McKay. And I'll just put everybody from the list here. Again, my hunch is that there's an MLM connection. There's our different John Melton. Because there wasn't a picture on the later ones, but there was this picture on the older ones. Gary. Copy. Paste. Jason Porter. Copy. Paste. Dan McNeff. Copy. Paste. Okay, and then we have Connor. Paste. Oh, Connor and Dave Gibb. Executive Directors and Marketing Team. Why do I think this is a good area? Dave Gibb. Caroline Thompson. Caleb Reese. Autumn. Garrett. And we're just, and after this, we'll just basically pull everything we can on our Scentsy guy. Paste. Mandy. Because we have all of our work history. Let's see. Can we do this? Copy. Paste. Oh, yeah. That works. Client coordination. Entity creation team. Copy. Paste. Oh, yeah. That works. Legal team. Copy. Paste. Cut. Cut. Paste. Delete row. Cut. Paste. Okay. Dan, Lindsay, and Lauren. Dan, Lindsay, and Lauren. All right. Oh my God. Copy, paste. 1. Okay. And then we're gonna say delete the rows and delete row. Copy. I'm gonna say these names, following names have work history with a company legally mine based in Utah. Do any of these individuals with a job, any website with a resume listing legally mine also have listing any network marketing job. Oh. Can you improve this? Can you improve this search instruction to help me locate network marketing or MLM associations for the uploaded word list I am going to search? Oh my God. Well, here we go. I guess I'm going to download these names. Legally mine search query. Nothing, Siri. Download. Scentsy. Save. Okay, we're about to do a huge search. Paste. Add. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's go look for, let me log into LinkedIn. And I'm gonna go to read. And I'll pull that up for all of us. Read. What is his name? If he pulled his... Okay, here we go. Okay. Sorry, team. Cat, what's up? Yes, we're being nosy, and we're also potentially trying to find any other association with anybody in Legally Mine from the Wayback Machine who could be associated with multi-level marketing, because Utah seems to be cross-contaminated with one another. So, yeah. What I'm doing is I'm going and trying to... Where's my screen capture? Oh, I don't want to buy... Oh, that's fine. Show all. Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer. 11. Why is there so much crossover here? You went to Stanford? Dang. All right. Scentsy. Okay, we need that. And then we need Bricks and Minifigs. And then well, I guess we can do all of this. Where can we do this? We'll bring all of this into... Alright, I am taking a screenshot. Actually, I'm going to move myself over to the corner because this doesn't make any sense. Copy, paste. Alright, I am going to make another... Right. Alright, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. Copy. Oops. Right. And then left. Okay. Sorry, we're just getting ready. Okay, so here is where he worked. Chief Financial Officer, Driven Capital LLC, part-time, 2019 to present. I don't know if that's his own company. Chief Financial Officer, BAM Franchising, part-time, allegedly... I don't think allegedly, but he owns a majority of Bricks and Minifigs. So we're going to go over here to this. Hero Scentsy. What? Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you. What a great way to celebrate me butchering my way through research. Okay, I'm going to drag the Scentsy logo in. I think I have the Scentsy logo. Do I? Close, close. MLM logos. I have to have the Scentsy logo. Yes, I do. That's the new Scentsy logo. That's the S logo. I don't have the new one? Do I not have the new Scentsy logo? Does it matter? We can't. Okay. Oh, yep. That's the new one. It's just the words. That one's not memorable. That's okay. Good job, Orville. What a basic move. It's like they had a baby with Young Living. A Jurassic baby. Okay. Where'd you put your logo? Save image as. Scentsy logo. Word. Save. Here. Here. Mother. Sorry, guys. Nope. Why? Desktop. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Quick actions. Convert image to a PNG. Okay, fine. You win. You freaking win. Photoshop. File, export as, export, MLM, export, close, don't save. Move to trash. Oops. Okay. All right. Scentsy. Paste. Group. All right. All right. And we got his work history. And we can start. By circling that. All right. And that's going to be gray. Let me just turn the chat on. Yes, it is. Sorry. Let me catch everybody up. Oh my God. Let me catch everybody up. Let me catch everybody up, and Wendy's gonna help. Reed Brimhall is the retired CFO of Bricks and Minifigs. Well, let me put the. This is his work history right now. And let me put his little. This is the guy we're talking about right now. He's Scentsy. Former Scentsy, current majority owner of Bricks and Minifigs. Bricks and Minifigs is a Lego consignment store like GameStop. They do the same thing that GameStop does. You can go into GameStop and buy used video games, used video game equipment, and you can do the same thing at Bricks and Minifigs. Mini figures, those little Lego figures. You can buy Lego bricks, Lego complete complete sets of Legos. And there's been this whole controversy of stolen Star Wars Lego sets from a franchise location. It's a whole thing. We're not covering that whole thing. We're covering the MLM part that nobody cares about except us. So, and Reed, this is Reed's work history. Scentsy, he worked for Scentsy for 7 years, 6 months. He's the retired chief financial officer. He worked for them for 2015 to 2021, 6 years, 5 months. And he was, I don't know what retired chief financial officer means. He currently owns and is the CEO of a Bricks and Minifigs franchise for 9 years and 11 months. And he's the current majority owner and the chief financial officer of Bricks and Minifigs franchising. That's a corporate office. I hope that kind of cleared it up. We're only focusing on the Scentsy aspect of it and trying to find other multi-level marketing aspects of this. Because when MLMs come out to play, things get twisty. Does that make sense? And Wendy's trying to help clear this up. Yes. The SEC also, apparently, BAM's chief financial officer in a 1992 SEC censure. We're going to look at that too. So, this is up close of the work history from Reed. So we are adding this. We're going to circle this part. The Scentsy part. Ungroup. I'm trying not to make us all dizzy. Okay. Scentsy is like what we care about, so. And the Bricks and Minifigs is again another aspect of this. So I think we have to square, like, we'll just not highlight it, but we'll, you know, circle it. And then we will group that. Oh no. Where did it go? Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. It must be there. Mother trucker. Let me just delete some of my boards. Sorry guys. Another fail. Screenshots. Like, where would it have gone? Okay. And blue. I mean, gray. How do I save this? File. And ungroup. Okay. And go back out. And then we're going to make this red. red. Okay. And all right. And we'll make this red. Okay. Ungroup. Red. Okay, we'll go back out. We'll come back in. Sorry. Am I freezing for everybody? I shouldn't be freezing. Oh. Oh, fascinating. Sorry, I can't read anything. So, hopefully this is making sense, and hopefully the circling of the information is more helpful. This shouldn't be like that. So this, those are connected. Scentsy, we know the logo, and so that's how that is getting together. And that we can type out the resume. Show fonts. And let's do 72. That's way too big. Okay. And read. His name's on there. Their names are on there. Okay, that's fine. And then we're at Scentsy now. Let's read the SEC stuff. I think that is copy. Let's go over here. Paste. And we'll go here. Here. Okay. BAM's chief financial officer and a 1992 SEC censure. BAM's own franchise disclosure document, the Securities and Exchange Commission's 1992 order, federal securities filings, and Idaho State University's alumni record. Okay, copy. Let's just put this over here. in our own little add link. Paste. All right, we're gonna put this here and we're gonna move this up. And we're gonna group that. I don't know where to put that yet. I know it needs to connect to Read. Read's kind of getting a little busy right now. Okay, we're going to keep reading. Every franchise disclosure document rests on a set of audited numbers, and every set of audited numbers has an officer whose name is on it. For BAM Franchising, that officer is Reed Brimhall, the Chief Financial Officer since 2016. He is a serious finance executive with a long record. You know what? While we're reading this, can I just put his... I'm just going to put his picture on here so we know who we're talking about. Not that y'all can't remember, but like, I just love a good, like, here's who we're talking about, just in case we forgot. There we go. There we go. The Chief Financial Officer since 2016. He is a serious finance executive with a long record. A former Chief Accounting Officer of a New York Stock Exchange company. A former Chief Financial Officer of one of Idaho's largest direct sales firms. Scentsy, 13 years at a national accounting firm before that. Why don't they name Scentsy in this article? Like, why? Who knows? He is also, by every public identifier, the same Reed N. Brimhall, the Securities and Exchange Commission censured in 1992 for improper professional conduct on an audit in which a going concern qualification was taken out of the report before it reached the commission. Just going to add this little note, because why not? Why not? Whoops. Whoops. I'm just going to add a little note here. Ugh. My God. Whoops. All right. We're going back. An audit in which a going concern qualification was taken out of the report before it reached the commission. Both of these things are a matter of public record, and this is the first place they sit side by side. Isn't that supposed to be hyphenated? Who knows? Who signs the numbers? BAM's Bricks and Minifigs 2016 franchise disclosure document introduces him in item 2. In the plain terms, a disclosure document uses quote, Reed has been the chief financial officer of the franchisor and the franchisor's parent since June 2016. The same booklet lists him among the people authorized to sell the franchises themselves, alongside the McNeff brothers. He is not a back office name. He is the finance principal of the company and one of its sellers. The resume behind that title is real and easy to trace. Reed Brimall took an accounting degree from Idaho State University in 1978 and spent roughly 13 years at Touche Ross & Co. The national accounting firm later folded into Deloitte, rising to senior manager. He moved through a finance post at Stanford University, then served as senior vice president and controller of Washington Group International, the Boise engineering company. From 2003 to 2015, he was vice president and chief accounting officer at URS Corporation, a San Francisco engineering and construction firm listed on the New York Stock Exchange, where he was a named executive officer whose employment agreement and compensation appear across the company's public filings until its 2014 sale to AECOM. He then served as senior executive vice president and a chief financial officer at Scentsy Inc. Well, now you name it. Good for you. Good for you. I need to make your little, gotta make y'all a little bit bigger because I'm blind a little bit. I can't see anything. Al, hello. I see a huge parallel between the way these McNeff guys run. Hi, Jen. Shakeology 7 serving bags are going to be available in Vitamin Shop. $34.99 nationwide. Not Sprouts. What the heck? Not Sprouts. Oh my god. It's good to see you. It's also not good to see that Shakeology's ruining our lives. What the heck? We'll definitely have to talk about that nonsense. Ugh. Gross. Hello. You're good. Welcome if you're just getting in. He was the CFO of Scentsy and BAM franchising at the same frickin' time. Reed, what are you doing, bud? The Meridian, Idaho Scented Products Company, beginning in 2015. He is a certified public accountant, licensed over his career in Idaho, Oregon, and previously New Mexico. The Bricks and Minifigs connection is also his own. The 2026 Disclosures Exhibit F lists the Boise, Idaho company store as, quote, owned and operated by an entity in which our CFO is an owner, end quote. And Idaho State University's alumni magazine records that Brimhall and his wife, Brooke, opened that store in 2016. So the same man who signs BAM's financial disclosures also holds equity in one of its stores. That's what a very MLM thing to do. Hey, you have got your own downline and you also get you're also in corporate. Not that that's illegal to do, but here we are. 1992 censure. Oh, here we go. Here we go. On July 30th, 1992. Here we go. Oops, sorry. I'm going to make this put this little quote in our little cheat sheet. Because why not? Cheat sheet coming in hot. Probably. What was... The date's probably important. Probably book italic. We're not making anything smaller than 24. However, sorry, I'm trying to make this clear for everybody. It's just tough to like try to find something that works. No, I think quotes are not going to be inside circles. All right, let's keep reading. Oh, sorry, y'all don't see it. There we go. C. X. All right. It concerns on July 30th, 1992, the Securities and Exchange Commission issued an opinion and order in a matter captioned in the matter of Robert A. Dominguez, CPA, and Reed N. Brimhall, CPA, Securities Exchange Act, released number 3430978. What year did our buddy get in trouble? Etch-a-Sketch guy. Nueva. Currently Nueva. Was it 89? Whiteboard dude? He wasn't a CPA though. He got in trouble for... Never mind. It concerns the 1985 audit of Fluid Corporation, an Albuquerque, New Mexico investment company. performed by Touche Ross and Co. Dominguez was the engagement partner. Brimhall, the order states, quote, was the manager on the 1985 fluid audit, end quote. I keep forgetting to end quote. I'll get better at it. The commission found that the two accountants engaged in improper professional conduct under its Rule 2E. In the order's terms, they failed to gather sufficient competent evidential matter and to exercise sufficient professional skepticism about the value of the company's investments, and they accepted management's treatment of the investment losses as unrealized rather than realized. And as the order describes it, Brimhall prepared and provided to the company a revised audit report that, quote, did not contain a going concern qualification, end quote. Dropping the note about the subsidiary's capital deterioration before the report was filed with the commission, even though the qualified version had gone to the Small Business Administration. The commission stated concern was the audit's failure, quote, to properly qualify the audit options to reflect concerns about Fluid Capital's ability to continue as a going concern, end quote. So didn't include like a full range of concerns? Is that what they're saying? I feel like I need to I don't feel like I'm smart enough to read this. Oh. No, Jen's fine. Yeah, Jen's good. Jen's former Snark crew. Not former. Jen used to stream a bunch with me from Beachbody. You're good, you're good. You're good, you're good. Hold on. I hate to do this, but I'm like, I've got to put this in. I feel so unintelligent for having to put this in, but here we go. One confirmed, Nadalyn Lewis. Nadalyn Lewis is listed by Legally Mind as a speaker and was identified as representing Legally Mind in a 2020 professional educational presentation. Her network marketing history includes a documented team elite position with Syntech Global and a reported former corporate senior director of marketing role at Nu Skin. Nadalyn Lewis. The workbook distinguishes her corporate Nu Skin employment from her Syntech field leadership. Okay, so number 1, our instructions slapped. Good job, ChatGPT. So we can do this for every year that a name changes. Sorry, the instructions we did earlier that were working in the background. Dude. Sorry. Distracted. Squirrel trail. Let me show y'all something real quick. Look. Remember those instructions we did? These instructions that we did? for that Excel spreadsheet. 48 normalized individuals reviewed, 1 confirmed Nadalyn Lewis, 0 probable, 1 possible John Melton due solely to a John versus John identity conflict. John Melton obviously wasn't the same guy. Nadalyn Lewis is listed by Legally Mine as a speaker and was identified as representing Legally Mine in a 2020 professional education presentation. Her network marketing history includes a documented team elite position with Syntec Global and a reported former corporate senior director of marketing role at Nu Skin. So, this is incredible. Alright, I'm going to keep this open. I got to go over here real quick. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're still reading, don't worry. Please. I just need some help with did not contain a going concern. So the government agency said the 2 accountants did not do their job carefully enough. We understood that part. Maybe y'all understood it and I just am like not intelligent enough to figure this out. Sorry about that, chat. I'm just, there it is, Nu Skin. Freaking heck. I'm not intelligent enough for this stuff. Here's what we've got. That last paragraph butchered my soul. Government agency said the 2 accountants did not do their job carefully enough. They did not collect enough solid proof to confirm what the company's investments were actually worth. They trusted the company's managers too easily instead of questioning whether the numbers were accurate. The company had lost money on some investments. The accountants allowed the company to describe those losses as unrealized, meaning the losses were only temporary or on paper. The commission believed the losses should have been treated as realized, meaning the money was actually lost. One accountant, Brimhall, changed the audit report before it was filed with the commission. The earlier version warned that the company's subsidiary was losing too much money. The revised version removed the warning. The commission believed the report should have warned readers that Fluid Capital might not have enough money to stay in business. A going concern warning is basically an accountant saying there is serious doubt that this company can keep operating much longer. And the question here is, why did Brimhall change his report? Right? Why did Brimhall change his report? Yeah, he got in trouble. My question is, why did Brimhall change his report? Brimhall? Scentsy? Why did he change his report? And who gets fucked over when you change a report like that? People who are going to go invest with the company. Right? Am I just like... And sorry, I had to go get help in like figuring what the SEC said, because I'm like, I don't understand what some of that meant. Sadly, I was a business major. You're good. Also, Wendy's way smarter than I am, so I'm just like, Wendy sent me all this and she's like, this is great, this is great, this is great. And normally I'm like, explain this to me. So we need to put new skin on the map as well now. Also for this. Because we need to add this girl, this lady to the map. From Legally Mine. Because these chicken nugget dudes, because we have to add their dad. Sorry. We have to add these guys. Reed Brimhall is connected to BAM, right? And BAM, they received startup capital for BAM from their dad, Dan. Dan and his business is what we were running those searches for MLMs from, and now we can add new skin to the table because we found that lady. So we have to add the new skin logos for that. 1 second. I know everyone's like, this is too twisty. I know. Let's see. New skin. Oh, your logo's awful. New skin. Network marketing. We're getting started new skin MLM business. Yep, your download your logo. I just need your logo. That, nope, that doesn't look like your logo. There it is. Oh. Logos. New. Skin. White. Okay. New skin. Dark. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it's hard doing this on the fly. File. Export as. Export. New skin. White. White logo. No. File, export as, export, new skin. Okay. All right. And I don't know how, like, much your eyes are bleeding doing this. Okay. Okay. New skin. Copy. Oh. Alright, so we've got new skin now. Group. Okay. And we're going to go back and keep reading. X. Perfect. And legally mine. Nope. Okay. So, both accountants were censured. Both got slapped. That's not what it says. Both accountants were censured and both settled the matter without admitting or denying the findings. Does that mean they both paid a fine? The censure was the extent of Brimhall's sanction. The additional practice suspensions in the order ran against Dominguez, the partner, not against him. That the man in that 1992 order is BAM's current chief financial officer is an identification by convergence rather than a self-admission, and the identifiers converge tightly. The same full name, Reed N. Brimhall, the same profession, certified public accountant, the same firm, Touche Ross, in the same era, and decisively a New Mexico license and a New Mexico audit engagement during that Touche Ross tenure, matching the Albuquerque audit the order describes. Where it sits in the record. Reed Brimhall already appears elsewhere in this record for reasons that have nothing to do with 1992. His Item 2 biography is the only one that says he is Chief Financial Officer of the franchisor and the franchisor's parent, a line that sits against Item 1's statement. What? She's linking to something, but I'm scared to click on it. That the company has no parents required to be disclosed. A documented internal inconsistency in the same filing. And it is his name on the Connecticut company store. BAM F. Southington 1 LLC. That helps mark that outlet as company connected rather than the independently owned store the disclosure describes. Interesting. The 1992 order adds one more line to the public record of the officer who stands behind BAM's numbers. And there's a fair counterpoint underneath this. It says, the censure is 34 years old, arose early in a long career, and was settled with no admission of the findings. It was a censure, the least severe of the formal sanctions the Commission imposes. and the practice suspensions in the order fell on the engagement partner, not on Brimhall. Nothing in it speaks to BAM's current financial statements or to any conduct at BAM. BAM is Bricks and Minifigs, and is reported here only as part of the public record of who the company's chief financial officer is. A censure long ago is not a finding about anything today. Okay. Read the full record. The sanctions that carry the related threads, the law for the item 1 and 2 contradiction, the store for the company store structure, and the cast for every named person and entity with its grade, and the map for how they all connect. What? We love a map. What? Look at all this map. Oh my god. Well, we're gonna have this map. We love a map. Holy moly. Oh my god. This is the best Pepe Sylvia board we've ever seen. Oh my god. Fit. Holy moly. Oh my god, this is incredible. Okay. We need to link this. I want to link a different picture. Holy mother. There's an LDS connection. Okay, here we go. We need to see our key. Oh my god. The McNeff Legally Mine Cluster. Oh my god. We can take stuff off and just look at the Legally Mine Cluster. Look at this. Dude, we're cooking with gas now. We're literally cooking with gas now. Holy motherfucking shirt balls. Wendy, I'm texting this to you right now. Also, this is called the BAMmap.com. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, Evelyn McNeff? What are you connected to? Okay, how do I close this side? Look at this. Legal Elf LLC. Green Dragon Lair. Whoa, you can move all this? That's so wild. This is a little too... LMRA Mill. Legal Bear LLC. Legally Mine Tax and Accounting. Oh my god. Okay, don't worry, I'm changing. We're going back. Okay, I'm taking read off. What? No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Y'all are just gonna see my ugly tabs, okay? No, you're not. Yes, you are. Oh my gosh, and it says confirmed or corroborated. This is incredible. Legally Mine Tax and Accounting. Okay, well... Bennett Anderson. Dan McNeff. I don't want to move you around. My god. Dan McNeff. Okay, we don't really... Bricks and Minifigs. We're like not doing a deep dive on anything. Like I'm more looking for okay. Fit. We're looking for Reed Brimhall. That's what we're looking for. BAM franchising. Reed Brimhall, Chief Financial Officer, CFO. So these are all pieces of data that could be super helpful. We're looking for this for the MLM aspect, okay? So we're just gonna... I'm just going to screenshot these. And the only thing, like, what we're doing is looking for the MLM aspect of it. So we're not going too close to, like, the Lego part. We're redirecting ourselves back to Legally Mine, if that makes sense. So we're going to go back to Wayback Machine in a minute. Brook. Scentsy. All right. All right, so we have those. All right, so we're going to go back to the Wayback Machine. So we've been on this page. So we're going to go to next year, I think, 2025, March. And we're going to see if there's anybody different. I guess Clarice. I guess we'll take Reed off. Linda Diaz. You know what we can do? Let's just go bottom to top and be methodical. Because copy. Oh, I messed up there. Oh, undo. I must have gone the wrong way. Mike Webb, Monique Johnson, Jamaica, Gary. We'll see if there's anybody different. I don't know why it's copying like that. Dave, Connor. Copy. Ooh, we lost a few people. We lost a few people on the executive directors and marketing team. Okay. Client coordination team. Let's see. Didn't lose anybody on that team. Oh, lost some people on this team. Lost 3 people on the entity creation team. Copy. Paste. Garrett, Mon. Cut. I had messed that up before anyways. Cut. delete. Cut. Delete row. Cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. Is Lauren Thompson not there? Oops. Wait. Lauren Thompson, Lindsay Thompson. Oh, wait. Lauren and Lindsay, the president and the director of operations, are married? The director. Did I miss that before? Did y'all catch that? Lauren and Lindsay are married. That's strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Paste. Paste. Oh. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Alright, we've lost a few people. Cut. Paste. We lost 2 people from the content creation team. We lost 2 people from the... We've lost a few people, not a ton of people. I don't know if it makes a big deal. It doesn't look like we've added, so we're not going to run this one. We're going to go to the next. Maybe we should just go to 2026. Let's see if there's a big jump. Okay. Oh, the legal team has been cut in half. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up? Oh my god. My sister used to get us lost on purpose in the grocery store. And I never figured out my mom liked us enough to like not want to leave without us, but I'm sure, I hope you still like your kids enough to want to bring them home. I'm sure you do. The legal team before in 2024, 2025 was legal team. 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 was 7. And in 2026, May is 4. So we're definitely running these people. Entity creation team, 4 people. Entity creation team. Yeah, let's push to Saturday. Yeah, a way different. This is just way different. Same, like, people, just like a bunch of people have left. Client coordination team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These people have to have connections with MLM. Not that you have to have a certain look, but executive directors and marketing team. Dave's been there for a while. Autumn, I think, has been there for a while. Oh, the speakers. They've cut the speakers down. Holy crap. Holy moly. Okay. We're definitely running these numbers. Holy moly. I mostly like them most of the time. I did not mean to. I should not have said that. I wasn't thinking. I was just making the comment that outings ended up being stressful because of, you know, stressful. So, I apologize. God. I did not mean to say that. I wasn't thinking. Okay. Speakers are 4. We've gone from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 4. We've gone from executive directors. Same, 2025, the same amount. 2, 3, 4. We have 6. So from 8 to 6. Client coordination team. Oh, we forgot Amanda. Ugh. Copy. Same number. I thought it was less. Copy. Client creation team cut in half. Or entity creation team. Legal team cut in half. All right, we're running this. We're running this again. Copy. What date is this? May 31st, 2026. May 31st. Paste. File. No, I wanted to do this. File. All right, we're going to run these instructions. Okay. Okay. Please. We're going to do the same query. Downloads. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have that running in the background. I'm actually going to pin this search because I feel like it's a helpful search for searching multi-level marketers. If I can even pin chat. And we're going to, what are we doing? We're going to go back to our Scentsy buddy in, see? Ungroup. That's just a link we need to remember. We need to look up this stuff for Reed. Reed, Brimhall, personal appointments, find. Oh my god. Let me look to see what. I know Wendy sent me stuff. Defines his own success profile. Okay. Reed Brimhall personal appointments. Let's see. Reed Brimhall personal appointments. Gov. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but we can get in trouble together. Whoops. Oh my god. This isn't the most chaotic stream I've ever done, but right up at the top. No, I mean, learning how to stream in 2022, right there. Scentsy UK. Director. He was a director in July. What? Wait, he was a director in Scentsy? Wait a second. What the hell? What the heck? Read? What the heck? Does this mean what I think it means? He was a director in Scentsy? Is that one of the ranks? Hold on. Maybe I'm confusing. Force quit. Maybe there's not that level in Scentsy. Star director, superstar director. Oh my god. Wait, is that MLM level? And it is. What the? Sir? Sir? Mother. Oh my god. What is happening here? He was a director in Scentsy. I'm guessing that's what it means. From what I understand. Maybe it doesn't mean that. Group. Okay, let's go back and look at this. I just Scentsy UK. Richard Orville Thompson as director on 1st June 2021. Okay. 2016 incorporation statement of capital on 2016 7/27. Previous accounting period shortened. Micro company accounts. Notification. Okay, so no, it wasn't him. It was not him being a director. Okay. Termination of appointment of Reed. Oh. 2021. Oh, okay. This is all corporate level stuff. Good thing I clicked on that link. Cessation of Richard Orville Thompson as a person with significant control on July 2016. Heidi Lynn Thompson as a person with significant control. Oh my God. Why would Heidi has what? I don't understand. Termination of Reed Brimhall as director, June 21. How interesting. Yep. 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 Richard. Yep. So now we can say you're being a dick. Right? We get to say that now. Right? Or no? Is that too much? Is that going too far? People. Read. Dan. Orville's resigned. Heidi's resigned. Reed's resigned. Dan is on the corresponding address. Alright, well, this is all interesting. We have the link for it now. Okay. Wait, where is it? No. Nope. I didn't do it. Hold on. Oh, we need to look up Natalie Lewis. Okay, hold on. Please hold. We have to run this again. Oops. Here we go. So, Natalie. Okay. We're going to go back this way. One second. Natalie Lewis is a former director of marketing at Nu Skin, a position she held for approximately 22 years before becoming the vice president of sales and marketing for United Games Marketing. Where's our LinkedIn? Hold on. One second. I'm trying to get to LinkedIn. Why is she not coming up on... What? That can't be right. The current website of Legally Mine looks a lot different. Let's look at it. I don't. Okay. X. Mike Webb, Dan McNeff is off the executive team. VP Director Accounts. I don't know where the CEO went. Legal team only 4. Entity creation team. Client coordination team. Executive director. Speakers. That's what comes up now. Oh, it's still doing a search. So, I have no idea what's happening. It looks like I'm just gonna have to do a bunch of searching in the back. And Madeline Lewis is still working for Legally Mine, but it doesn't seem like her affiliation with New Skin is going to like pop up easily. And I don't know who Mike Webb is, because the CEO's not coming up. Sub 1 million, 3% of their turnover. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. Well, we love to see it. Lauren Thompson, Lindsay Thompson. Lauren. Thompson. Network marketing. If y'all didn't know, Legally Mine goes around and gives legal advice. Larry Thompson and network marketing.
Yeah, Larry Thompson und net.
But they go around giving legal advice. But I'm trying to see. Director of Affiliate Marketing at Legally Mine? That can't be right. That must be a joke. Director of Affiliate Marketing at Legally Mine? What? Lindsay Thompson, Director of Affiliate Marketing at Legally Mine. That can't be right. Lindsay Thompson is a seasoned marketing professional serving as the Director of Affiliate Marketing at Legally Mine, LLC. With a keen eye for strategy and a passion for driving results. What am I looking at right now? Somebody tell me I'm crazy. What am I looking at? Lindsay Thompson. I must be looking at something wrong. I must be... Okay. Lindsay Thompson. I'm looking at something wrong. See, I spelled her name wrong. It's Lauren Thompson, not Lindsay Thompson. Thank God I spelled it wrong. I am crazy. Lindsay and Lauren, different people. Oh my God. I'm like, did I spell something wrong? Yes, I did. Ignore me. We're good to go. Like, there is no such thing. Oh my God. Thank God. You know how you're like in your ear, you're just like, something's wrong. Yep. I listened to my inner voice even though I was a little bit late. I'm just like, why would that still be up though? November 2024. Wait, Lindsay's the dude. Wait, Lindsay's the husband. Lindsay's a boy's name too. Wait a second. I'm not in... Wait a second. I'm not that bad of a researcher. Lindsay is an accounts manager. He's also over... Lindsay serves as the Director of Affiliate Marketing at Legally Mine. Lindsay's a dude, though. Why is this rubbing me the wrong way? I don't know. Why is my brain breaking? Why would you do affiliate marketing with legal shit? Based in Orem, Utah, Garrett Solberg and David Gibb to develop digital marketing campaigns and drive customer acquisition. Okay, where's this link? Lindsay Thompson email. What? This may be a nothing burger. I don't know why I'm tripping over this. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. We don't know. Oh. Lego controversy. Complete Lego, Star Wars Lego collection wasn't returned, even though it was being consigned at a franchise. The CFO of that franchisor, former was the former chief financial officer of Scentsy. Reed Brimhall is the CFO of BAM. BAM was the franchisor, so we're looking at the MLM connection point. So it is a very like abstract stream. And I know like a lot of people don't care about it. It's very abstract. Like wildly, like we're starting to get like Reed is not only the chief financial officer, the former chief financial officer of Scentsy, he is the chief financial officer, I guess the part-time chief financial officer of Bricks and Minifigs, but he is the majority owner of Bricks and Minifigs. Bricks and Minifigs is the company that is associated with the Star Wars Lego scandal recently. So, anyways. And we are pulling the Reed Brimhall Bricks and Minifigs away to the multi-level marketing situation, and also I need to link what the heck? Okay. And so I know, it's just like I know that it's abstract. I'm just trying to like not freak people out that I'm going to like away from MLM. I'm just trying to like try to communicate early like that there's an MLM tie here, but it might take me a little bit to communicate how I got to the MLM part. So, that's all. And I am trying to make the information grouping cleaner so it's easier to see how things are grouped, because it is going to be more webby instead of timeliney. But I'm trying to see. We have his resume. We have these are my stickers. I need to put their dad in because their dad leads. These kids are the owners of Bricks and Minifigs. Their dad gave them capital to start Bricks and Minifigs, and then their dad leads to MLM's new skin so far. And I need to go check to see I found no reliable public evidence connecting to any of the 28 listed individuals to an MLM. Bummer. What about the direct sales? What about the and I'm running their staff through an instruction. This instruction, I'll come over here. I'm running the staff through this instruction from the Wayback Machine to compare it if Legally Mine is on their resume. Oh, I should have said if Legally Mine is or it's not. That's why we're not getting... That's okay. And so we've gotten one hit from New Skin, but... So we were trying to do that in the background, but then we got to hit that Lindsay Thompson is also allegedly associated with the affiliate marketing for Legally Mine, but I don't know why they'd have an affiliate marketing arm of their business, or like how they're paying out, or why they'd be paying out an affiliate marketing model. Or like why they'd be giving out commissions for their business. So I'm confused. We basically were trying to... This is unfolding as the day goes on, so I may have to stop the stream in a minute. I'm trying to see... Director of Affiliate Marketing at Legally Mind. Okay. Let's see affiliate marketing. And we may just do a make money with affiliate marketing. That's Legal Shield. Okay. Legally Mine plus commission. Oh, that's not going to work. Legally Mine. Legally Mine is a really bad company name to search on YouTube. Oh, Legally Mine LLC. The keys to locking our lawsuits for healthcare professionals. Legally Mine protects your business assets with Dan McNeff. Oh my God. The Propreneur Podcast. 5 years ago. Hi! What doing? Hi, bub. Hi. Hi, Bubby. Goodbye. Legally Mine 2024 Toby. The Family Limited Partnership, FLP, General Partner, 2%. What is this? I don't know what this is. Hi. Do y'all see him? Hi. It's not time. Hold on. It's not time. It's not time. It's not time. Come here. Come here. Caspian. Hi. You got a treat earlier and you went. Oh, what? It's not time. It's not even time. Where you going? Bye. Nice knowing you. Good luck. My God. Banned in Ohio 10 days ago. Hold on. Laws built to get around or through your asset protection. Judges can pierce the corporate veil in closely held corporations. Judges can dissolve your entity. I want to react to this. Save. We'll just download this. Wondershare? Well, I'm sure all this is right. Should I just let... Like, I'm sure Wendy's like, no, I'm not going to watch that for you. My God. Sorry about the piercing cry of a Kleekai. 1 second. It's not time. It's not time. His little... I already logged in. Alright. Joshua Johnson is a speaker for Legally Mine and Fortune Law. Yes, it is time, human. It is me who decides, not you. Yes. I've lost my choosing rights for all the things. I make bad decisions. He's clearly part cat. It's interesting, like, it looks like somebody is recording that video who's not supposed to be recording. Who uses this strategy? Disney, Walmart, why aren't you? This is an awful PowerPoint presentation. HC LLC, State Planning, Trust. Well, if anything, it's an awful PowerPoint. Give a 20% income deduction for licensed professionals. Must use a pass-through entity. I mean, it's a Legally Mine PowerPoint presentation. Multiple LLCs protect high-risk assets. $6,000 one-time fee, unlimited entity creation now and in the future. $2,400, $200 per month maintenance. 1 year premium service, management of your AP, minutes, renewals, blah, blah. Continued something. Personalized AP strategy, personalized tax. Why am I just reading this to you? Everyone hates it when MLM people do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Access to staff attorneys and tax strategies, your state asset tax attorneys on retainer. HIPAA, OSHA, and Medicare automated compliance system. Shield. Why do I think this looks like a scam? I know it's probably not a scam. But like, Dan, you don't get that much. They're hoping you don't use any of those. They're hoping you don't use any of that money, in my opinion. The savings guarantee. You will save all of your investment on your taxes, or we will give you back the difference. You redirect tax dollars to pay for your estate planning, asset protection, tax strategy, license protection, and management. You then receive your investment in tax savings or something, or we will write you a check for the difference. What a fucking bad PowerPoint. Trust. Oh my God. Doc Pal. Oh. I don't even know if this is bad information. Who knows? It may not have nothing to do with MLMs. If there's a weird twisty affiliate thing though, maybe it is twisty. Ensuring legal protection, legally mine.
Today on 21st Century Television, join us as we explore innovative technologies, cutting-edge solutions,
Hold on.
and timely discussions from leaders across the globe.
I know y'all can't hear. Hold on. Mother trucker. All system audio.
This is 21st Century Television.
For many businesses and professionals in today's hyperactive legal environment, it's not a question of if they'll be sued, but when. Well, despite this unfortunate reality, many just don't have the legal protection they need. Here today to discuss this important topic and how his company, Legally Mine, is striving to solve it, we have Dan McNeff, CEO of Legally Mine. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you very much. It's so great to be here, Jackie, and I look forward to answering your questions.
Well, if that's not our screenshot, I don't know what's going to be our screenshot.
In today's litigious society, Dan, what are the most challenging aspects for businesses and professionals who are seeking to protect themselves?
The biggest challenge we find is just finding the right person who knows how to actually protect their assets. There are very few asset protection attorneys in America, and most people just simply go with what they think is right, but it may not be so.
So tell us a little more about Legally Mine and how you help clients achieve those goals.
We do it by matching the right entity to their asset. And you need to make sure that the entity they use has the right language to make sure that it will protect your assets when push comes to shove. The worst thing in the world would be to think, oh, well, I've got my assets protected, until you get to court and discover that a judge has the right to use your entity against you as opposed to protecting you, which is what you did it for in the first place.
Oh my.
Legally Mine is an asset protection company that deals primarily with doctors and dentists nationwide. We do deal with the W-2 employee as well, but mostly focusing on the business owner in the medical profession.
The reason to use Legally Mine over a specialized attorney is primarily going to be cost. If you go to a specialized attorney, you're going to be paying for specialized rates. But here at Legally Mine, we charge a flat fee. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or you're pulling in $50,000 a year or less.
We've gone around and spoke with these different doctors. It's amazing to us how exposed they truly are. It's really unbelievable, and the lawyers are having a heyday with this.
Asset protection is really helping yourself to become invulnerable to lawsuits. Now, there's nothing that can ever stop somebody from filing a lawsuit against you, but what it does do is help it so that even if it does go to court, they're not able to obtain the assets that you have, even in the event of an unfavorable judgment on your part.
So Dan, your best advice to someone who's considering what type of entity to form to try to protect their assets, your advice to them in general is?
Get educated first. That's actually the most unique thing that we do. Every single client we have has been through a great educational process. And if we have somebody who has not yet gone through it, we do webinars virtually every day of the week.
Who is that? Look who
where
it is.
People can speak to a...
That's his son. Did y'all see that? I think that was Ammon. That was either Ammon or Matt. That was either Ammon or Matt. Hold on.
Webinars virtually every...
I think that's Ammon. Please hold. Yeah, that's Ammon. Yep. Holy moly. We're just...
Every day of the week where people can speak to a live expert and get their questions answered and go through the whole educational process before they make a decision.
Well, Dan, thanks for sharing the vital principles of legal protection with us that you and your team at Legally Mine have prepared. It's fascinating.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay. I'm trying to find... It's fine. I think this is it for today. Not really anything successful other than one-star review from 11/20/25. Everything else is 5 stars. Seems off. Yeah. Also, Better Business Bureau is pretty twisty. Well, thank you for having me. Access actress I paid to pretend to be a newscaster. Yep. Ammon, not Matt. Yeah. I would rather waste $8,400 on a specialized attorney than a group of non-lawyers. Jessica. How about buying malpractice insurance instead of this shit? Yep. You know, we can hope so. Here's what we're hoping to find. Actually, let's just check. I'm going to check my little searches, and then we can hop out. Okay, search. Go. Okay, search. Oh my God. So we've searched the... I don't know. I'm like... I feel like this is a weird... It's difficult to kind of like get the squirrel trail squirreling. Like I feel like it's so much information that it's a weird pivot to do. Because it's obviously easier to navigate inside the MLM space. See, you look like you'd be in multi-level marketing. And it's just this specific twisty situation is already... and it's difficult to kind of get traction because I'm not sure how to navigate the pathways the fastest. Also, I'm not exactly sure which pathway leads to the right spot. Because there's a lot of potential ways forward unless we just go, unless, and I guess I can just do that tonight. We just are gonna have to look at Read. Super, I mean, we do have enough stuff on Read to keep going. And we have one lead with New Skin. There's just so much like ties with MLM inside Utah and inside Idaho. You'd think there would be more offshoots, and I just didn't think that it would take this long to like get some more things on the board, but that's okay. I mean, there are a lot of things for Read, so that's good. I'm waiting for my link to finish. 1 second. This is searching. Their dad, though, we can just do that real quick. File, place, screenshots. Ugh, the dad. Remove background. Rasterize. Apply layer mask. Select. Modify. Expand. 10. Undo. Deselect. Dan. Oops. Dan. Mick. F. Okay. Turn this off. All right, and then I just need to put Dan on the board. All right, and then copy, paste, edit. I mean, export, Dan McNeff, Scentsy, export. All right, file. All right, we got Dan. So his company is Legally Mine, and he also helped start. I guess we do this. Ah, never mind. All right. And I need a test square. All right. All right, let me just see if this is done running and then we can... Okay, Natalie and Lewis, they've already doing that again. It's still searching. I'll let y'all know. Oh no. Ugh. Sorry, I'm like not plugged into the chat. Hold on. Oh. Sending you lots of... I'm coming. I'm just finishing up a stream. He's not a lawyer or a licensed financial advisor. Oh my God. I miss so much of the chat. I'm sorry, Emily. Oh, Rainbow Twins? Sending you like all the good vibes. I hope everything like just all the good vibes. I don't want to send all the twisty emotions your way. I'm happy for you. Please keep us updated. A nice 3.5 hour live stream for you. I'm not gonna cry. There will be lots of streams the next few days, so I hope I'll give you some good distractions. And if you want a good like distraction streams, there's some I don't know if you like commentary channels that are not... Let me see. Social Simone is good. SOCIALSYMONE. If you like somebody who is basically has redone their home. Her and her boyfriend literally took this basically condemned home in Canada, brought it down to its studs and rebuilt it, like themselves, brought it down to its studs and rebuilt it themselves pretty much for the most part. Got some drywall help, had a company come in for like the steel beams they needed, but for the most part it was them and like a little help from their dads. Jenna Phipps, if you need like 300 episodes to binge, they're good. Yeah, I'm just saying if you don't want to watch anti-MLM, because like anti-MLM can be stressful. Jenna Phipps is good. I'm just saying, like, sometimes anti-MLM can be stressful and you just want to be like, I want to craft and, like, not stress out. Or I want to, you know, lay in bed and, like, be happy that someone's, like, building a whole new house and, like, wondering blah, blah, blah. So Jenna Phipps, yeah. Not to say, like, you can't go watch anti-MLM. I'm just... Sometimes. So, Social Simone Jenna Phipps. Oh, thank you, Kate. Kate's on it. Jenna Phipps, though, used to be a craft channel. She got to like 600,000 or whatever at crafting. Is at over 1-something million now because of the basically pivoted to home channel. The home was like rotting, moisture damage, wood rot. House was full of like the clothing from the owner. Like it was a really sad situation. They're basically trying to like recapture what it looked like from the 70s. So they're not trying to like make it current in that, oh, it's this, so we're trying to make it, 2016 shape, or 2016 on a 1970s or 1960s or whatever foundation. They're trying to like make it very much what it used to be from the 1970s. I don't know. Yeah, also, Jenna has 2 cute little dogs. Anyways, I'm trying to think of, if you're looking for, if you like, I don't know what anyone likes, but yes. Yeah, just like feel good, like good vibes. And there's so many episodes out now, like it's truly 30 minutes of like bingeable content, and there's like over 200 episodes out now. Like it's 2 years worth of them building their house. So, anyways, y'all take care. Please take care of your mental health. Don't forget that crying is regulatory. And oh good, $9 vest. I have no problem sending y'all to like in a little bit of a appetizer of like, sometimes a little bit of apple with some like extra sharp cheddar cheese, and a little bit of a drink, a little bit of a tasty drink to like eat something delicious. So take care. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Toodles.